video is going to be all about queries. Okay, now to create a query, you go click Create tab, and then best way to do query design, don't use the query wizard, right? So the idea of queries is to basically get data from connected tables or related tables, and then we can filter out. So because the whole point of normalization, it breaks stuff up into tables, and you get stuff that's like really hard to actually view. So if you look at work done, for instance, on its own, and whoops, and then if I just double click on these fields here and run that, it's meaningless. It's just a load of numbers. It doesn't really help anything. But if I then add more tables, right click and then show table, so we'll have treatment, and then we'll have appointment as well, and patient, right? So all those are related. What you don't want is a table on its own that's not linked in. Right, so you can see those are all related. Now what I do now is I get rid of those because they're actually not really required. They were there just to relate the data. So if I just did patient name now, address line 2, postcode, and then I'm just going to do date of appointment, whether they paid or not, and I'm going to do treatment description and cost. Now notice I've not actually done anything from this table, work done, but it's done its job in relating the treatments that they've actually had. So if I run that now, you can see it actually makes a lot of sense now. As you can see, Anne has all of these things done for that appointment. Now if you wanted to, you could filter it. So one thing I could do is just type in here Anne. Okay, I think I spelled it like that. So that will just show everybody with the name Anne only. Now the other way of doing it is also you can say, well actually, I get the user to enter it. So if I put in square brackets and please enter your name, close square brackets, when I run it again, it's going to ask me for a name. So if I can't remember anyone else's name, so I'll just do Anne again, and then it just gives me Anne's. Who else is in there? Is it Dave? I'll just try one more. Dave probably is. No, it's not. Right, okay. So you get the idea. Now also you can do on other things. I could put in postcode, so I could put their name and postcode in there as that criteria, or I could say whether they're paid or not. So that can either be true or false. So if I just play who haven't paid, so that would be false. Let's spell it right. So it's false, and then run it. You can see those are ones who haven't paid. So what I could then do is, if I want them who haven't paid for over 3 months, something like that, I can say, well, the date of appointment is less than date add. So date add is a function built in, and then I'm going to do 3 months. So 3. No, sorry, that's going to be M for months. That's the interval. I'm looking at this bin here. Number -3, so from 3 months ago, and then the date. Well, I want it from today's date, which is just date. And that's that one there, and close it there. Right, so I think I'll need another bracket. Okay, and that's fine. If you're not sure, just expand it to make sure you can see the whole thing. Right, okay, that looks alright. Let's run that now. So you can see Ron, these are quite old ones, and they're still not paid. So rather than hassling everybody who's not paid, only the ones older than 3 months. Right, so that's essentially it for queries. Now these are obviously going to be the basis for reports. Now notice if you're doing the assignment, which is the last one, you will need to add more than one criteria in one of your reports. All right, so one of your queries that's based on a report. So these will often be the basis for your reports, be it a mail merge or just a normal access report. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.